Waiting. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello out there. My name is Amber Lawrence. Look, it's on the screen. That's good news. You can see all our names. There's Chris Davisson, Donnie Davisson.
And this is our wonderful friend Amber, y'all.
Now you got to pick.
Welcome.
Who's from Australia? Who's from West Virginia? Can you tell? I'm not sure. So oh, look, there we go. We're on live. Hi, Lyndon. How are you? So we're here this morning. We're just proving that technology works, and we're going to talk about our brand new song, Greatest Show on Earth. Have you heard it? I hope you have. It's number 2 in Australia on iTunes, which is pretty cool. And we're going to talk about how it came to be. We're not going to do it straight away. We're going to let some people get online just first. You can just look at our beautiful faces until I'm a bit husky, but we're going to sing a song maybe, not together, because that's going to not the timing might be a little bit out. Yeah. Hey, Graham. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Graham's from a place called South Australia, boys. So that's in Australia, as you'd imagine.
What town's it close to? What city?
Adelaide.
Okay.
So
we haven't been to Adelaide yet.
No. Where have you been?
We started the last time. The furthest south was Brisbane, I think.
And Sydney.
We've done
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Yeah, we were down in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then we worked our way up the coast to the Gold Coast.
All right. So what did you love about Australia?
Everything. the people, the food, the vibe, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
We have had nothing but awesome experiences on all our trips to Australia, and just from the time we get out at the airport, it's amazing the hospitality and everybody just wants to talk and hug, and it reminds us of home here in the mountains of West Virginia a lot. So
yeah. Well, I have not been to West Virginia. I have been to Nashville. I've been to many states, but I've missed out. But I think that should be on my list.
Yes, you'll be here before you know it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think we should talk about this song. I'm so excited about this song, and I couldn't believe it when you guys asked me to write a song with you, and we added an amazing songwriter into the session. So we squished another face in to the block there, Rob Snyder. But I just thought, oh, well, this would be good. Let's write a song. But you know what happens with those songs? They go in your email and you file them and nothing happens. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. I'll get you guys to tell.
Well, I knew right away. As soon as you said the hook that day, you said, well, I have a wonderful idea. Well, go ahead. I'll let my brother tell you how we started it. How it started out with what we were wanting to write about and the world that was happening around us.
Yeah, it's quite the story, and it's a lot of things in our lives. Every now and then, you just things happen, and you look back and you're like, man, that was kind of awesome and kind of meant to be, like something that was meant to be, and don't know how it happened, and here you are. But anyway, for all of you that don't know, when we went to Australia our first time, obviously we didn't know much about Australia or what we was really getting into over there. So we flew. It takes like 32 hours on a plane to get to Australia.
Wow.
So obviously we get there and we're jet lagged, and they've got us running in and out of the hotel real quick, and we got to go. CMC's filming something, on site at the CMC Rocks Fest, and we had to rush and get there to film this piece. So everything was just happening real fast, and we was doing some press and interviews, and we come in and they introduced us to this girl, and they'd been telling us about her. She's a female artist in Australia, and we want to introduce you, and she's also going to interview you. And we're like, well, that's cool, So anyway, we did the interview, and immediately there was a connection with us within the first couple of minutes. And after the interview, I said, Amber, do you want to get up and do a song with us? And I don't think she could understand my accent. So she was kind of puzzled. Yeah, say that again. What'd you say? But after the interview, you kind of walk around the tents, and there's the stage. So I said, just come up and be around the stage, and we're going to do a song that you'll know called Country Roads. And so long story short, I look over and there's Amber on the side of the stage. We just met each other, and I had no idea, how she sang or anything or how she performed. And next thing you know, she comes out on the stage and the place erupts, and obviously she's a star and over there, and but it really helped our set, and she completely amazing job on Country Roads, a song, here in West Virginia, little old West Virginia, and she knows every word to it, and like singing the harmonies. And anyway, the place erupted, and it was a cool story to to get that experience. That was our first time on stage, our first trip in Australia. But anyway, we've always stayed in touch with Amber, and we keep up with each other on social media and say hi every now and then. But right when things first happened here with, the shutdowns and all that, we was all, at home doing yard work, farm work, and Donnie was fooling with his little property down there and posting pictures. Well, I guess Amber and Donnie had been talking to each other back and forth. And so somehow it come about, while we're quarantined and everybody's stuck in the house, why don't we get on our socials and do a little live piece and interview and talk to each other and let our fans hear what we're doing. But anyway, we made that happen. That'd been the first time we'd even been out of the house, so we was all fired up. We got to go do something. We went up to a little place we got, and we did a couple songs with some other stuff going on. But anyway, Amber gets on with us and does the interview, and right out of the gates, she grabs her acoustic guitar and sings a verse and chorus of Poor Boys. And I'm like, wow, did she really just do that?
It was better than our version.
Oh, yeah, sure, as if. Oh, dear.
But we were so blown away by her performance and just taking the time to do that. It meant a lot to us. And we got wrapped up with some other stuff we was doing there, and I got home later that night, and I said, you know what, we've been looking to kind of do a collaboration with somebody, but you don't want to, sometimes it's a weird thing, you don't want to just throw yourself at somebody. I said, why don't I just hit Amber up and see if she'll write a song with us? And within the back of my mind, maybe we could record this thing, but you never know how that's going to turn out until you get the song done. So, but anyway, I sent an email to Amber and I said, thank you. I was thanking her for having us on her little piece she did on social media with us, and just, tell her how much we appreciated her. And I said, Amber, what do you think about writing a song with the Davisson brothers? And immediately she hit us back and she said, yes, for sure. When, where, tell me when we can do this. And so about a couple of days later, I'd hit her back. I said, do you mind if we bring in our friend Rob Snyder, which is a real dear friend of ours, and he's kind of come up through the business with us in Nashville and through the ropes, and he knows us, and he's from Philadelphia area, Westchester, Pennsylvania, but we go way back with him with some of the Jackass guys from from the Jackass TV show.
Really?
Him and Ryan Dunn were best friends, which Ryan was a close friend of ours, and we did a lot of filming with Ryan. And Ryan was filming some of our music video years ago, and introduced us to Rob, and so we all, we go way back. Then Rob ended up coming to Nashville, moving to Nashville, and we hung out, and he wrote one of our songs, Didn't Come Here to Leave, on our last record. But we're a good fit, and he kind of helps us in the writing room. He knows what we do live. So I said, Amber, do you mind if we bring our friend Rob Snyder in on the right? She's like, absolutely not. So anyway, it was just cool, meeting of the minds, 4 different people, one in Australia, one in Nashville, and 2 of us in West Virginia, in the middle of all this crazy quarantine stuff. And we're 15 hours different from Amber, so that's morning for Amber. So we picked a mutual time that fit each other, so I think it was a late evening right for us. But anyways, in 2 hours we had this song, and Amber had already had the title coming into the right, so we kind of, we had it mapped out. But it was amazing how it all come together. And Amber, you can pick up on some of that too, how you had your little notebook and already had the title in it.
Oh yeah, well I think we've got lots of messages coming in too. So there's a hello, Donnie and Chris from Luca and Carol. Michael says, good morning, loving the new song, guys. Oh look, when this COVID mess is over, yes, I do need to come to West Virginia for sure. But when you guys asked me to write the song, because I think you're so fantastic, I thought, well, I'm not going to mess this up. I'm going to have ideas, because you know how sometimes you go to a writing session and you're like, I don't know.
for like 2 hours, you're still like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, and then you go, I'm just going to go to the toilet for 20 minutes. Can you finish the song? So I did think about it, and I thought, what we've seen so far has been like a great show of love in the world to help each other out through this time. And so that was kind of like the first idea, the greatest show. And I wrote down a few things and then sent that to you guys, and that kind of sparked the same kind of, I think we wanted to write about what we were all experiencing. We didn't want to just write a throwaway drinking song or, something that didn't mean anything. So, I was really excited that you didn't hear my idea and go, sure. Any other ideas?
we had a couple ideas, my brother and I, but as soon as you said, I got this idea, I wrote down the greatest show on earth, and we were like, we're not going to beat that idea. So, I mean, we loved it immediately, and it just was so fitting to what was going on. But it was fun too. It wasn't even like writing a song, was it? It was just like we would get stuck on one line, and either Rob would spit one out, or my brother, or you, or something. I mean, it just all fell together like really, really smooth and really quick, because a lot of times it doesn't work like that. But it was just the momentum was there, and the vibe was. Everybody was feeling the same thing, and
so happy with how that.
Yeah. It all turned out great.
So far so good. We're one day in, and we have got this new video clip coming out too. We've got a couple of our fans, they're in it, so that's going to be awesome. And I don't know when that's coming out, so we'll wait. And
we'd like to thank all the fans out there that did submit the videos in Australia and the US and all over. Actually, we had them come from all over the world, the Netherlands, but we appreciate the time and effort you guys put into all that. So, and it worked. So hopefully you'll be able to see yourself here soon.
Have you guys toured anywhere else in the world? Australia, but have you been to Europe or anything else?
We have not. Just the US and Australia.
Same for me.
I don't think anywhere else can compare to Australia. So
it's pretty nice. And I mean, we have good hats too, don't we, Donnie?
I almost wore my Qumran tonight. I was going to wear it. They're hot. Those hats are hot. I don't know. In the summer, I wore it.
They're hot.
at a summertime show last year, and it was like 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and it was like, man, I couldn't breathe in that thing. But the one you give me is like the real deal. It's like real rabbit fur, and it's got all the waterproof lining in it. But yeah, for all our American friends on here, the hat Amber is wearing, when she sang Country Roads with us, I had the good old WV West Virginia hat on, and we traded hats. So that's how I got my first Coomber hat. And I rode home with it on my lap. I flew home with it for 32 hours.
I think I've told you this. Really? It wasn't even my hat to give away. It was my husband's.
I know. I felt bad. I was like, maybe I should send it back, but you're not getting it back.
No. I got a new one. It's all good. Should we play some music? Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
We're going to do a couple.
You want me to sing a song?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do since we've been home so much, I've been writing a lot of songs, but can you hear that guitar okay? It's kind of, don't laugh at me if I get tangled up in my earbud cord here. I just wrote this one the other day at the house. Might have been an earthquake. Maybe it's a heartbreak. Did you feel the ground shake? Just another big mistake. Was it just a bad dream? Could have been anything. Thinking about you and me, what it could be. Ready for changing scene. We can sleep by the river till the sun comes up. You and me, baby, that'll be enough. Let the sound of the water do what it does. Spend all night trying to fall in love. Kiss the taste of your lips, that cheap red wine. Don't you worry, baby, it'll be just fine. Dance in the moonlight a million times. Let your hair fall down. Honeysuckle vine, take a deep breath in and I close my eyes. Wished upon a star fell from the sky. Girl, let me hold you for the rest of my life. Cross my heart and I hope to die. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Might have been a hurricane. Baby, it's a crying shame. Standing there in the rain. Wash away all the pain. Was it just a blue sky? Oh, those big blue eyes. Maybe it's a one more try. Could have been a don't ask why. And we can sleep by the river till the sun comes up. You and me, baby, that'll be enough. Let the sound of the water do what it does. Spend all night trying to fall in love. Kiss the taste of your lips, that cheap red wine. Don't you worry, baby, it'll be just fine. Dance in the moonlight a million times. Let your hair fall down. Honeysuckle vine, take a deep breath in and I close my eyes. Wished upon a star fell from the sky. Girl, let me hold you for the rest of my life. Cross my heart and I hope to die. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You can sing along with me, Amber.
Just
might be a delay.
Out of time.
You can sleep by the river till the sun comes up. You and me, baby, that'll be enough. Let the sound of the water do what it does. Spend all night trying to fall in love. Kiss the taste of your lips, that cheap red wine. Don't you worry, baby, it'll be just fine. Dance in the moonlight a million times. Let your hair fall down. Honey, southern mine, take a deep breath in and I close my eyes. Wished upon a star fell from the sky. Girl, let me hold it for the rest of my life. Cross my heart and I hope to die. I cross my heart and I hope to die.
Woo!
That's a brand new one. Actually, my son Nicholas and I wrote that one sitting around the living room.
Really?
So it's fun. He does a little high part, the tenor part above me. So.
That's
But anyway,
unreal.
I hope y'all liked it.
That's beautiful. Lots of comments.
Nobody's got to hear that one yet, so maybe we'll get to record that one someday.
That's absolutely beautiful. That's so nice that you sing with your son. That's really cool.
Yeah, Nick, he's quite the little songwriter and a great musician and great singer. So it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
It's, I love that he loves to do that too. So.
I sing with Ike, and the only thing we sing is "Let It Go, Let It Go."
Hey, that's great though.
Frozen.
You know, when they're that age, how old's Ike now?
He's 2.
That they just they soak it all in. They just get it all in there, and then someday all that comes out of them. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way. That's the way we were, and all the kids in our family like that. I loved we were out playing guitars when the guitar was bigger than us on stage. Trying to hold up a big guitar and mandolins and ukuleles. We had all these little instruments, but anything to get started on like that, especially at that age.
Your parents played music as well?
Parents, grandparents, great grandparents. It goes back about 5 generations.
Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah. Like when we were kids, our dad and his brothers were my Uncle Pete, my dad's youngest brother. They were kind of like the original Davisson brothers. Yeah. So like from the time I was 4 years old, I was singing shows out on stages in front of folks, and my brother started playing the guitar a little bit after that, and then I don't know, that's where it's got us today. It's I think
is there more brothers?
Middle school and junior. There's I'm right in the middle. So there's 2 boys, 2 girls, and then we have an older half sister. So I was kind of right in the middle of all of them.
Big family.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, I think in 7th, 8th grade, we were playing 3 or 4 nights a week in middle school.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's never really changed. I mean, we've just always played, that music's always been the biggest part of our life. We played ball too. Yeah. We played football, baseball, basketball, soccer, all that. Yeah. But we always played music. Like when I was in high school, my brother played football too, but I quarterbacked on Friday nights. Friday night was the high school games. And I would only get to play the first half of the football game because I had to leave at halftime and go do gigs. And the football game, he knew that was our family, and that's what we done. That was like the family job, and that's what our family was all about. So. And then in baseball, our baseball coach wouldn't let anybody else have long hair on the team, but we were allowed to have long hair because it went with our job. We were musicians. So we had
That's too funny. I think we should ask those who are watching if they've got any questions. That would be fun to answer some questions maybe. Got any questions out there for us? Any of us? Send them our way. Or just a hello. Tell us if you like the song.
Let us know where you're at and what.
Oh. Hey, Paul, where are you from? Yeah, I think we're pretty good at, you guys seem to be very good at telling a story.
You guys. Hello, Nancy.
Favorite milestone? Oh, I've been so lucky to have a few cool moments, such as this is one of them, first international release, and having written the song as well. I'm so glad that we all wrote this song. I think that makes it that much more special.
Yes.
So I think your milestones, they just keep getting bigger and you forget how far you've come. So like the first milestone for me was playing the Gympie Muster in Australia, but that was 10 years ago now. And now here we are sitting on technology, talking with people in West Virginia who I've released a song with. I wouldn't have thought that would happen.
That's what music does. It brings everyone together like that.
Sure does.
What was the inspiration for the latest song from Paul? Well, we were kind of touching on that earlier. Just the times were so different. We're used to being out there on the road 300 days a year, and Amber, she's just like us. I mean, that's what we do. And then when they shut everything down, it was a big change, and kind of, to be honest with you, I didn't know what to do with myself. All I've ever known is being out there on the road doing that. But it was just, everyone was still, I don't think anyone really knew what to think about what was going on. And it was almost to where it was a little bit scary for me. Like, what if we never get to play music again or anything like that? But then we've got the whole part about our music is like the fans aren't even fans to us. We consider them friends and family. I mean, we've had, just like you, Amber, that we've had so many people that believe in us and have supported us for so long. That is our family. So you miss everyone, and you're wondering what everyone is going to do. What am I going to do? What are you going to do when we can't do this? So the biggest inspiration when we were writing the song that I had in my heart was thinking about everyone else. Like, that's what we wanted this song to be like. Hey guys, don't worry, because when everyone's safe and this is all over and we're all in this together, we are going to have the greatest show on earth. That's what this is all leading up to. So that inspiration that I was feeling the whole time we were writing the song was just a positive and happy in what we do, what we were doing. That's why we wanted to incorporate everyone in the video too, to send us in videos and everything for the music video, because that's what it's about. We're all here together. We're all supposed to be in this together. That's what makes our world go around. And without that, we wouldn't have any of this. So we wanted to put everybody together for this song and have one big happy thing and the greatest show on earth. That's what it is. That's how I take it.
Definitely. Me too. Do you think now it puts pressure on us when we actually do live shows that we've called ourselves that we do the greatest show?
Well, yes, but we love pressure. Bring it.
Here it is. I'm ready to go on stage. You'll never see anything better than this.
We're trying to figure out
I hope we can hold up to our word.
We're trying to figure out how we're going to sing your part, Amber, at live shows.
Yeah. Just put on a skirt, Donnie. You'll be right.
Well, I'm always in G, and sometimes I make it to A, and then you wanted to go to B. So we just
No, well, not at the moment. With my new husky cold voice, I could sing real low. So,
it's good. It's good to push yourself. So I hope everyone is expecting the greatest show on earth, because that's what we're going to bring. True. That's what we're shooting for.
So should I sing a song now, and then maybe we come back for some final questions?
Yeah,
because we're going to be here next week as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I get stuck halfway and it's not sounding too good because I've got a cold, it'll be a really short version.
We're going to love it no matter what.
All right. Well, this song's called Heart, and all my Australian friends and fans out there know this song. It's a song about having guts and grit, and that's what we all need at the moment.
That's it.
You're a fighter, a survivor, trailblazer. Nothing breaks you, 'cause you win some and you lose some, but you never give up. Take a beating, keep believing, keep your head up, keep on dreaming. You're amazing on the days when life gets tough. You got hearts big enough to light the dark, a little pretty little spark. Yeah, that's what's gonna take you far. You got heart, even when you fall apart. You pick yourself right back up. Yeah, that's what makes you who you are. You got heart. You are years of sweat and tears and never knowing where it's going, but you hold on and you stay strong, 'cause you don't know any other way. You got heart big enough to light the dark, a little pretty little spark. Yeah, that's what's gonna take you far. You got heart, even when you fall apart. You pick yourself right back up. Yeah, that's what makes you who you are. You got heart, heart. Ooh, yeah, that's what makes you who you are. You got heart. Oh, thanks. That was
she was just acting like she had a cold. That was beautiful, Amber.
Sure.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. But I did cut down the high bits. So if you want to hear the real version, go on YouTube or something. Yeah. Excuse me. Thank you, Karen.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Well, I guess we should probably take some last questions and then tell everyone we'll be back next Saturday for more fun. Oh, it's Friday. Friday for you. Saturday for me.
Yep, the 14th, August 14th.
Sorry. I should mute that when I cough.
Sorry. There you go.
Send my brother that hat.
Yeah, no, this is now, I'll have to sterilize it.
So we're curious where everybody's tuning in from. Let us know where you're at in Australia. We're still trying to learn the lay of the land over there. So I'm very curious and interested in where everybody's located over there and what it looks like. So hopefully we get to spend a lot more time over there with you guys in the future, as soon as everything lets up a little bit.
Exactly. Geraldton. Now, do you know, have a guess where Geraldton is, guys?
Where is Geraldton? See,
have a guess.
The Gold Coast.
No.
Okay. I love the Gold Coast.
So
I love the Gold Coast.
The Gold Coast is here. Geraldton's over the other side of the country, up here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, Canberra. Come on, you got to know where this is. Where's Canberra?
I saw the last few days that they had snow. Like it looked like northwestern Australia.
Close, southwest. That way, south.
Oh, okay. That way.
Justin, it kicks. He's from the other side of Australia, where he's originally from. He tells us some stories about. Obviously, it's a long ways over there and a long plane ride back, I guess. But
yeah,
it seems beautiful. I've looked at pictures, and that we've yet to see that terrain, like your desert and your red rock looking areas.
I've got lots of festivals that I think that you guys would be great at, that you would see Outback Australia. So
that is our dream, to come over there and just kind of have some downtime, go check out some of those areas, and maybe find some fishing holes. And we're very intrigued by
crocodile.
Everything. Yes.
Erin's from a place called. I want you to pronounce these towns down the bottom. Let's have a go.
Wow.
Wow. It's kind of like when you ask us the same country roads, or we ask you the same country.
Come on.
San Diego, Narrandera.
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. What do you think, Donnie?
Donnie's coming over here with me. His connection's a little.
Okay, cool.
Froze.
Okay, Donnie's going to have a go. Chris wasn't too far off.
San Diego, Narrandera.
No. Donnie's wrong. Chris, you win that round. Good effort, Erin.
How do you say it?
Sandiego. So remember, in Australia, everything is like, you got to talk like this. Sandiego, Narrandera. Okay. Narrandera. This is a fun game. Come on. Who else has got a town that we won't be able to pronounce? Oh, this one's a hard one.
Oh.
Geographic.
You got it.
Geographic.
Echuca, and the state is Victoria.
I got you.
Yeah. This one's a hard one. A lot of Australians can't pronounce this. Don't worry.
Canoandra.
Well, that's what you'd think, wouldn't you? But they actually say Canoandra.
Canoandra. Yeah, Canoandra. Yeah. I knew that. Canoandra.
Now, come on, American towns. There you go. I would say Rollsburg.
Yeah, perfect.
That's a West Virginia town.
That's how we say it.
It's one of our mountain towns on the Cheat River.
It's a beautiful place.
Okay, two options here. Kaiser or Kaiser?
Kaiser.
Kaiser. Okay.
Kaiser.
Awesome. Okay. Now, see, this game's now because I did it to you. Now everyone's going to try and catch me out. Okay, PA. Is that Pennsylvania or Philadelphia?
Yes,
Pennsylvania. Latrobe.
That's perfect. Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
I like to try and work out the states in America, what all their letters are.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a hard one. Ooh. Katamatiti? No? Is that a no? Is it a catamatite?
I don't know. I don't know that.
Oh, no. This is a hard one. This is a town in Australia, in Western Australia, and I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Manjugorda.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Manjugorda.
I think this is good practice for when the borders open and we can actually do a tour. Okay. Pronounce Kanawa. Kanawa.
It's
Kanawha. That's
Kanawha.
Kanawha. I think that's a Native American name.
And where's that?
It's about 2 hours south of us, Charleston, our capital of the capital city of the state of West Virginia is Charleston, and that's the county, Kanawha County. And there's a big Kanawha River. There's a lot of Kanawha here.
Do you guys tour all of America?
Yes. Coast to coast. And we're usually on the road we do anywhere from 200 to 225 shows a year, but we're on the road 250 days to 300 days a year sometimes.
And do you have a bus?
We do.
Wow. That's awesome.
12 bunks, 2 lounges. It's
well,
it's a big one, but it's a lot of fun. We didn't always have a bus.
I don't have a bus, so sadly you're going to have to go into the hire car when you come with us.
There's very few buses in Australia, right? Because the cities are so far apart, you have to fly everywhere. That's how they explained to us. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There's no one really has a bus actually.
Yeah.
Bit different here. Yeah. Any other questions out there?
Guys, if any of our West Virginia fans are on there, ask Amber some questions, please.
All of our folks on here, let Amber know a little bit about home here and what's going on.
Glad you love the song, Gretchen. And any Aussies out there that are listening, if you had Donnie and Chris around for a campfire, how would you show the true Australian hospitality? And now, can you pronounce this one, guys? This town?
Dalby.
Yeah, you got it right. Dalby.
I'm sure if we were around a campfire in the bush in Australia, that would be a blast. That is our dream. We can't wait to. CMC was great because we were kind of out there. It was out. It was out there a little bit. We did get to see a couple kangaroos and all that, and like the second night going out there, we saw one of those flying fox. It was so neat.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the big bat. It's like the size of a fox with wings.
And you don't have them?
No, we don't have anything like that. So then we went to like the little park down the road there in Brisbane and got to see lots of creatures and animals that we don't have.
Yeah.
But I love that kind of stuff. I want to go way out into the outback and see all that.
Well, there's a festival that I played at. It's called the Big Red Bash, and it's in the desert on top of a sand hill, a red sand.
I saw pictures of that.
Yeah, that's incredible. So you've got to get out into the desert. Definitely. There's a few festivals out in the desert. So Bianca wants to know some of your influences.
Our musical influences. First, that would have to be our dad, Eddie Davisson, and our uncle, Pete Davisson, which our uncle lives out on our family farm in Harrison County, West Virginia. And he's kind of, our country bluegrass folk influence that our grandfather kind of handed down to him, and a lot of the miners and all that, the neighbors, they passed that down through the generations on that. But our dad, Eddie Davisson, he's kind of a country rocker. He started out playing 6 nights a week in the early 70s. And, we kind of grew up in this lifestyle, and he had us on stage when we were just kids, and we had a family band. And so first of all, it'd be them. And, we've had all kinds of influence, and we've got to play with a lot of everybody from Willie Nelson to, we've opened for Willie and did shows with him. And we've got to play, some of that jam band world and do some stuff with some of the Allman Brothers guys and the Marshall Tucker band. And Charlie Daniels, we did a lot of touring with Charlie Daniels and his band. Forget how many dates, but several tours with him. But we've just, we've kept an open mind, and we've kind of just we live the lifestyle, and whatever's around us and our surroundings, we kind of absorb it. And
it was really, really cool. Like, Bianca, to answer your question, we got a little bit of both. Friday night we would play with Uncle Pete and do country music, and Saturday night we go play with Dad and get to do rock music and blues music, classic rock, and all that. So it was really neat getting to see both sides of that world. And then we done everything. From our dad was like, well, he still is. Our dad still plays music and still goes out and does it, but just a great entertainer. Like, he taught us to make people smile and have a good time, and music was just a huge thing. Like, people ask us all the time, where did you get started? Who taught you that? Who taught you play the guitar and all that? It was just always there. It was all, I really don't even remember learning a G chord and a C chord. It was just always in the house. Somebody was always picking on the porch, or when you come home from school or after practice, Dad and his buddies would have a little picking session going on, or we go to a family reunion or a cookout, or, I mean, it was always music. Like, when we had the Davisson family reunion, there would be 100 people there with instruments, everybody in the family and their friends and family, everyone just come to play music. And that's the way we grew up on our farm. You get there on Friday and not leave till Sunday, and you never stop playing music and dancing and just cooking and having a good time, building fires. And that's how we grew up. But I listened as a kid. I would go out and stay with Uncle Pete on the farm. Dad worked a day job and Uncle Pete worked a day job too, but Uncle Pete had a really good album collection, records on, and listen to those old records on his old turntable. And I would try to learn like the whole record before he would get home from work, or 5 songs off the record or something like that. And from James Taylor to Jim Croce to Travis Tritt to Clint Black to Garth Brooks to whatever was happening on the radio. And then I always loved all the older music that my dad and my uncles were into. So we got to learn a lot of that old music as kids, and then we learned all the new music to play for the fans, whatever was hot on the radio at the time. So you play a Leonard Skinner song, and then the next song you'd play a James Taylor song. I mean, we never really had one style of music. So there's a lot of Southern rock influence. My brother started playing a slide guitar on an acoustic guitar. Like, all those Southern rock bands would play Les Pauls or Stratocasters or electric guitars. So my brother kind of had his own thing with that slide. And then if you added a little bit of that slide guitar, that Southern rock sound to that country twang, it was cool. We didn't have a name for that kind of music, but that was our kind of music. So, and then we would go open for different genres of music, different bands, and we would get all that influence on us. So I think a lot of the Davisson brothers music comes from just being around so many different kinds of music.
Yeah, and we worked with the grandfather of bluegrass for many years, and we worked under the same management company for a while, Del McCurry, and they played a big influence on us. And just watching how the bluegrass guys do it, and they've handed down some of them stage things they do and those traditions for 50, 60 years. They was kind of the first the people to go out and tour those bluegrass festivals, and they've kind of cut a path for what we do today. So
I'm sure y'all have big bluegrass festivals in Australia, right, Amber?
Well, we do, but Australia is such a small country that everything you guys do with 200, 300 million people, we're 30 million people. So it's like that big. So we don't have as many, but we do have I love bluegrass music as well.
Us too.
But my upbringing is so different to yours. There was no music
None
at all. I learnt piano when I was 11, and then I didn't do any music. I did sport and wanted to be an athlete, all of that. And then I finished high school, and I started doing karaoke at my friends' parties. and
that's how this all came about.
They all said, "You can sing. You should do more." I went, "All right, I'm 20 years old. I'm going to get some singing lessons." And I got a guitar, and I started learning guitar. And I had a boyfriend at the time who then jumped me, broke my heart, What do you think I did?
Your first song. You wrote your first broken heart love song.
I know, and there it is, and that's my true story. So although
that's a good story, that's awesome.
I didn't grow up playing music or doing anything like that. But here we are. We're now singing a song together. It's I've just found where I can read the comments on the screen, so I'll read some more out to you. We've got Chris Watson from Australia who said they loved hanging out with you guys at the bar. Where was it?
Losers in Nashville.
Yeah, Losers. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun night. Liam was with him, and they had the whole gang with them. We had a good time that night. Tell Chris we have all that on film. All that. We made Liam do a shoey that night. He showed Nashville what a shoey was, and it was great.
God. See, that's one good thing about this terrible COVID. There'll be no more shoeys.
Yeah, definitely. Great to hear from you, Chris. Hope you're doing well over there, buddy.
Who else?
Amber, somebody's asking you what a pepperoni roll is.
Well, I think Chris, you told me what it was, but I can't visualize it. Do you wrap the whole stick of pepperoni, or do you chop it?
Well, they slice it either like sliced pepperoni that comes on a pizza pie, or they'll cut it into little sticks like the size of your finger. And
I'll send you that recipe.
Tracy wants to know what a cookout is. A cookout is a family gathering where everyone brings a dish and you fire up the grills and you fire up the fire and you just cook and have a good time and socialize. Something
like a barbecue.
Barbecue. There you go, a barbecue.
We call it in Australia a barbie. We don't say it. Yeah. Do you want to come over for a barbie?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Somebody, what else have we got? Groundwater was a great time. We miss you. So the Gold Coast, the big high rises.
Yeah.
And the beaches. Did you enjoy that?
Wow, that was unbelievable. Beautiful place. Yeah, we were there for a few days, and we got to meet a lot of awesome folks there, and the crowd was amazing. We literally like met everyone after the show. We stayed for hours and got to talk to everyone, and it's a really neat setup. That stage is like right in the middle of the buildings. And so everybody's on their balconies in their rooms, and the street is just full of people. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. But it's obvious when you guys perform, even if nobody's heard your music, the fact that you're so good at what you do through the years and years that you've told us about, like you're able to get that audience and they've like, I've never heard of these boys before, but now I'm in love with them. Like that's what's happened with you guys in Australia. Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate it and thank everybody over there for all the support. And we feel like that's our second home for sure. And thank you, Amber, for all you've done for us too. And without you, I don't know.
You give us the big kickstart and the push when you come out on stage with us. And I'm serious. I'm not.
Well, thank you. You're very kind.
That was probably the greatest time of our career, our highlight there. That was just to be accepted. Like, you know how it is, like even just going to a new place in your own country or in your own state. And then you go that far from home, like flying over there. I'm like, are they going to think I'm crazy? Are they going to like me? They're not going to like me. And then when it's just like, I was ready to cry. Like I couldn't get through Po' Boys there in the beginning of that show because I didn't even have to sing it. 20,000 people singing it back. Like they like it. They like
it. I think that means now that 32-hour flight, it's going to happen again. Then again.
We're ready. We're getting used to that flight now. We about got it whipped. We figured out how to make it a little more comfortable.
It's not 32.
Is it called sleeping pills? 24. Is that what it is?
What's that?
Sleeping pills? Is that the trick?
We get the beds.
Right.
You have to have the section with the beds and the TV so you can kick. But even with the beds, like you don't know everybody up there, but it's like it's still kind of like I watched 11 movies and we were halfway there. So I can't hold still for 2 hours. Like a 2-hour flight here in the US or something drives me crazy. But
I sense that about Donnie.
Yeah, but you have to think about the reward at the end. So it's well worth it. I always hate flying home because I want to stay there. I'm serious. We love it over there. Like we can't even explain how much we love it there.
Well, I'm sure you'll be back. So do you think we should wrap this up for this week? And I don't know if this is possible, but can you just sing a chorus of The Greatest Show? I can't sing with you because of the timing, but can you do it? Do you think?
When it's all over and the storm clouds part, we'll be picking up the pieces of all our broken hearts. There'll be no strangers, just one big church, and it's gonna be the greatest show on earth. Yeah. It is going to be the greatest show on earth. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. One more time, thank Amber Lawrence. We love you guys. Everybody, thank you for all the support. And if you haven't got to hear the greatest show on earth, better download it. Check it out. And we're excited for y'all to see the video that's coming right behind it. And we're going to keep doing it. Y'all keep after it, and we'll keep after it. And everybody stay safe and take care of each other out there. And it is going to be the greatest show on earth.
Bye, everyone.
See you, Amber. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
We love you all.
See you next week.
See you next week. 14th. See you.
Bye.